We got Joe Gigliotti back here on the program. Who's going to be fighting Jason Jackson on short notice at LFA 64 on April 26th. Joe, how are you, man? It's been a while.
Good. How you doing, James? Thanks for having me on again.
Of course, man. It's great to talk to you. And December 2016 was the last time we saw you in the cage. What's been the reason for the layoff? Why haven't we seen you in there?
Yeah, man. I made it to the UFC. It was my goal. I had some, tough fights. I had my losses, and I don't think I handled them really well at first. But that's a learning experience, a growing curve, and I just took some time and let my body heal up a little bit and step back and just kind of mature as a person, as an individual. Just trying to grow in different areas and. Getting back into training. I've actually been trying to get with LFA for a couple months now, like 4 or 5 months, I think. And we got some guys. I'm at the gym right now. Some guys on the card, and they said that they needed a last-minute replacement to Sioux Falls, and we're no stranger to Sioux Falls, so head up there and get back to work. So.
Well, it's good to see you back. Just quickly on the UFC thing, were you surprised they let go of you that quickly? Because I believe you were only about 23 at the time. You had 2 losses, but it seemed like they kind of gave up on you a little bit early.
No, I think it was deserved. I didn't do anything. I got beat by good guys. Trevor Smith, GM3. GM3 got a performance bonus. He submitted me in the first round. This is the first time anyone's finished me. So no, I don't think I really deserve to stay there any longer. I think I needed to, take a step back, and I'm at 70 now. I missed a couple weight. I missed weight a couple times earlier in my career. So that was another reason why I kind of took some time off, just dialing everything up and just growing and learning and just being around guys. I had some family stuff going on back in Ohio that I was trying to help them with, and just a whole bunch of stuff. So now we're getting back into the mix. I feel great. This is a great opportunity for me, and this will put me right back in the mix for sure.
And there were no injuries or anything during this time? I guess it was just stuff you had to take care of at home, and then I'm sure, too, probably difficulty getting fights as well, I would imagine.
Yeah, I didn't really have any injuries or anything like that. Just more so just taking time. But, I feel great right now. I think the time off did me well. I was 23. I'm 25 now, so my body, I'm still young. I think I'm still ahead of the curve. So it's a couple more good fights. And I didn't really want to take any local fights or anything. I didn't really want to get pressured into doing anything. I think my worth as a fighter would land me at, that LFA level, something to, get me into a major organization. Beggars can't be choosers, though, man. I'm coming off 2 losses, 2-year layoff, so this is a great opportunity for me. I'm thanking all the guys at LFA, Mark Bieri, and all those people, reaching out to me and my team out here, and just excited, man, ready to get back to it.
And the plan was always to come back as a welterweight because, like you said, you fought at middleweight in the UFC. What made you come to that decision?
I missed 2 times earlier in my career. It's just the weight that I've always meant to be at. I think, everybody that knows me knows that that's where I'm meant to be. When I was fighting at 185 in the UFC too, I didn't really put too much weight back on after I weighed in. I was still in the mid-90s and whatnot. So I was definitely fighting bigger guys. I mean, it's not an excuse or anything. I took my licks. I lost fair and square, But now, I think after taking some time off and getting back in, this is what I'm meant to do, where I'm meant to be at. So I'm just going to run it till the wheels fall off, man.
How has the cut been going? Because, again, first fight back, and like you said, you had some struggles before. I guess with the amount of time you've been off, I'm sure you've really been honing in on the diet.
Yeah, it's that was one thing I wanted. I just kind of wanted to get away and focus on doing what I needed to do, and just kind of get my mind right and everything. It's going great though. I got Jason Kamens out here. He's the best in the business. We talk 2-3 times a day. We're actually about to get a lift in here in the next 20 minutes or so, and he checks in with me. We're on the ball, just ready to get this weight off, weigh in, and get back in there.
That's excellent, man. Where are you right now? Where are you training these days?
I'm back out in Arizona right here.
Oh, you're at Power. Okay, nice.
Yeah, I was back and forth with Ohio a little bit. I love all the guys in Ohio. That's where I grew up. That's where my heart is. Just, having family stuff going on there and whatnot is just stressful. Training out here, it's like a 60, 70 degree sunny day out here. You know what I mean? I think the Midwest is about to get hit with another big storm. So, weather-wise, it's just so much better for training. And I love all those guys back there, though. They're, they're great people, my kind of people, Midwest people. But we've been out here from Arizona. Me and my girlfriend, we have a house out here. And
Awesome.
yeah, we just been doing it, man. So just really excited to to get back in the mix with everything, and put my put my talents on on a showcase ability on LFA. It's a great platform. They send everybody up. I mean, they sent me up earlier. Just excited.
That's good to hear, man. Love to hear that everything's worked out there. Let's talk about Jason Jackson, though. You got a tough opponent here. I mean, Jason's a guy that's been on the cusp of the UFC for a while. He had that injury on Contender Series and, came off that big win in Bellator. I guess against one of your teammates, right? Jordan Larson, do you train with him at all?
Yeah, I do train with Jordan. So yeah, we were talking a little bit. And every fight's different. I think that was like last August. So
Yeah, no, it was a while
ago. Um, Stylistically, I think I'm a really bad matchup for him. Like I said, I've been trying to get back with the LFA for about 4, 5, 6 months now. Asking. Well, hey, I got what I asked for. You're right, it is a tough fight, but I think I'm a horrible matchup for him. He's a little bit longer than me, a little bit taller. That's to be expected. That's how I was at 185s. I think if I get inside, I'm a complete nightmare, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go out there and implement my game plan. How I did previous in my career. I feel like when I was in the UFC, I got caught trying to, get a one big hit knockout, 50K bonus. You know how it is. When I was coming up in my career, I was more, I think, well-versed, implementing more wrestling, more ground control, cage control. So I think if I get inside on this guy, I'm a complete nightmare for him. It might be a really bad and early night for him. So that's what we're doing. We're going to push the pace, 3 5-minute rounds to just until the gas tank gives out.
We talked about Jordan Larson. Who are some of the other guys you've been working with that are helping you get ready for this fight as far as bodies?
Yeah, Bryce Logan too. He's also on the card. He's a super big 155er, really fast, really agile and strong. All the other guys here at Power, Bader, double division Bellator champ. He's just on fire right now.
I was at his last fight. That was impressive. That knockout over Fedor. That was amazing.
Man, he's a freak right now. And we have a great team out here. Again, like Jason Kamen's our strength and conditioning coach. We're just dialing everything in. Making sure all the variables are being hit and just exceeding expectations. Yeah, he's a freak right now, man. He's super big. Got some other guys, that have been coming in and out too. We're getting it out here, man. Weather's starting to crank up a little bit too, which helps for a little weight cut. So
that's good. Yeah, Arizona weather's really nice. Who's going to be in your corner for this fight?
Yeah, so we got Jair Lorenko. He's from Nova Unau originally. So he's been in Bear's corner for a while now. Jason, and then also Seth Basinski.
Oh, of course. Nice.
So yeah, Seth B is a character. He's one of the best guys I've ever met in MMA. He's just a great person to be around with or without fighting. He's just a great guy. So those guys I've been really comfortable with. I've known my whole career. We're just gonna go up there and handle business. And Sioux Falls is always a great time. Always great cards up there.
By the way, Seth B had a pretty crazy fight last year with a Canadian guy, Teddy Ashe. I don't know if you saw or heard about that fight. That was one of the best, middleweight fights ever.
He was just talking about it yesterday. Actually, we were doing some drills and stuff. He was actually, he went back to that fight. We were doing some stuff that he was going over. But yeah, no, that was a great fight. Seth B's awesome guy, really cool guy.
Yeah. How do you see this fight playing out in the 26? You feel like you're going to get your hand raised, but how do you see it unfolding?
Ground and pound. I'm gonna get inside. I'm gonna throw big shots. Looking for takedowns. I don't even care about telling my game plan right now. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get inside. I'm gonna be really vicious, and if you get down on the cage, you're probably not getting up. So I see my hand getting raised via TKO. I'm ready to push the pace. 3 5-minute rounds. 5 minutes if need be. Obviously, those are championship fights, but. Yeah, man, ready to do it. It's been 2 years, so it's time to hop back in.
There's a lot of options after this fight as far as the winner goes. Not looking past April 26th, but I would think you have a couple things at your disposal. First off, the welterweight title in LFA is vacant, if I'm not mistaken, because James Nakashima left. He's in one championship. And then you've got Contender Series going on the next season. I don't know if that's something you'd consider.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Whatever, whoever wants to, get me on, That's really all it is. You know, amongst fighters, we don't really make that great of money unless you're in those big leagues and big organizations. So anything to get me and funnel me through to those, that's where the money's at, and that's where the big fights are at. That's where all the fame is at. You know, what all fighters are chasing. So any type of platform that's gonna, put my name out there and give me a great fight and put me to that next level, I'm game. If it's a contender series, I haven't fought on that yet. That'd be awesome. If it's for LFA again, that'd be perfect too. Anything really, man. Just really looking to throw my name back in the mix, and I feel like this second half of my career is really going to be what I've been meant to be. You know, what people saw me as when I was coming up, and just took a little time and a couple losses and some hard truths to get there. But everybody has downs, and after the down, always comes a up. So ready to get back up.
I imagine you want to keep as active as possible this year just to get some momentum going, with 2019.
Yeah. That's all staying active and getting in there and fighting tough guys. Like this guy's a tough guy. Should open up doors for me. And, we'll just take one step at a time, one foot in front of the other.
Last question before I let you go. You mentioned, the whole theme of this interview has been the layoff, and obviously you haven't fought in a while. How have you been able to, survive financially? Have you had to pick up a job? Like, how have you been able to get through all this? Because I know those bills are tough to pay sometimes.
Yeah, they are. I was doing odd jobs here and there. I was actually down in Southern AZ. I was a ranch hand for a little bit with my buddy Tyson. Yeah, so we were doing that. Some crazy stuff out there. He's got a 1,500-acre cotton farm. Teaching privates here and there. And then I picked up a gym job for a little bit. This gym out here called EOS. I ended up leaving just because I wasn't really clicking with it too much. But and that's, the rest goes to my girlfriend. She's awesome. Girl in my dreams. She's, everything to me, and she's been helping me out too. I'm not ashamed to say that, I get help from my family and from my girlfriend and whatnot. And, no, she's a yoga instructor, so she's been taking care of me as well. And we just been nickel and diming it. We make it work. So that's another reason why I'm excited for this opportunity, get back into some big organizations and making some real money and, making sure that we're financially stable.
Joe, so great to see you back, man. Great catching up with you here. Just remind people where they can find you on social media, and if you got any sponsors or shout outs or thank yous, anything like that, the floor is yours.
Yeah, thanks, James. Thanks for having me on. It's been a couple years, but just want to say thanks to my girl, my family, everybody. You can find me on social media at Capo Joe DG. Shout out to all my people back home in Ohio, everybody on Dover Drive. I love everyone back there, and I miss them. And the North remembers right here. We're getting ready for that Game of Thrones premiere. So Sunday, it's coming back around.